Well, hello there. It's Ken, Postcards from Cebu, and in this episode, I've been doing some research about YouTube channels and how to produce good videos. I guess maybe I'm getting better at it. You guys can let me know in the comments section whether or not I am. But so the other day, yesterday, I made a channel trailer for our channel page on YouTube, and that got me to thinking that maybe I should do a video on why we started. You know, why is there a Postcards from Cebu, and give you a little background into why we do what we do, what Vivian and I are up to, and why we're doing it. Why Postcards from Cebu? The whole thing started, I actually had been watching some channels. Life Beyond the Sea comes to mind, Rike, and also Ned and Michelle at My Philippine Dreams. And I've been watching their channels and getting some background and some information, doing a lot of research on the internet about the Philippines and everything while I was dating Vivian, just to become informed. My relationship with Vivian grew, and I proposed to her, and we decided we were going to get married. And then the problem was one of logistics. You know, how do I get my family from the States to the Philippines? Not everyone can afford to buy the ticket. It's not cheap. It's over $1,000 US. So the best way that I could come up with was to use my GoPro and make videos. And so that's what I did. And Postcards from Cebu actually started as a way for me to document Vivian and I, our relationship, the things we had to go through in order to get married, and also document the wedding itself. And all of that stuff is up on our channel in various playlists, and feel free, have a look. Postcards from Cebu kind of expanded after that. After I got back from the Philippines, back to the States, I decided that it would be a good idea to split it into 3 sections, which I did: pre-wedding, then the wedding itself and the reception, and then post-wedding. So I started those 3 playlists. Then Vivian and I were talking, and she thought, well, it'd be really nice for the family in the Philippines to be able to see some of what goes on in the U.S. So I started the Cebuana family playlist, intended primarily to show my family in Cebu what's going on in the U.S. and what things are like here, you know, how things work here, and things of that nature. Then it dawned on me that there are probably a lot of guys like me that you know, have this dream of falling in love with a beautiful Asian Filipina, and like me, they don't know what to do. How do I do that? How do I meet a beautiful Filipino woman? What are the pitfalls in traveling to the Philippines, and all those kinds of things? So I started the Straight Talk with Ken playlist. Maybe they should be separate channels altogether, I don't really know. But they all reside in Postcards from Cebu. So it started with just a way for me to share, Vivian and I actually, to share with our families our wedding and the events leading up to it and right after it. Then it became a way for us to share with everybody our experiences as a Fil-Am couple, a Filipina-American couple. And a lot of what we do and talk about applies to folks from just about anywhere in the world. So regardless if you're Brit or Australian or whatever, there's a lot of interest on the part of Filipinas in Western, quote-unquote, Western guys. And you may be the next lucky guy. Yeah? So once we realized that there was a need, something that we could do to share. Now, yes, our videos are monetized. We don't make very much money, let's put it that way. So I'm not in it for the money. Our desire was to share what our experiences, and hopefully that'll help someone else in their experiences. And I sincerely hope that what we're doing is helpful to you. I really do. So we decided to share our story and hopefully help other folks. And we're going to continue to do so on both sides of the Pacific. There's a lot of things that we're involved in right now, especially in terms of the immigration process, that are things people would like to know about. And so we're going to share to you our trials and tribulations and what we have to do, what documentation, hoops we have to jump through. If you go back and look at some of the wedding documentation video, I believe it was called, I discussed all the documents that you have to put together in order to present to the municipal in the Philippines, the local government, in order to get your marriage certificate or your marriage license. And the different government agencies that you have to deal with both in the Philippines and the U.S. It's twice as complicated when we're talking a Fil-Am couple, because the Philippines, they have their rules and the U.S. has their rules, and you have to be able to comply with both of those, and that makes it doubly problematic for all of us. It really does. The other thing I thought about guys being in a situation like me. Okay, so how do you meet an Asian woman, a Filipina, a beautiful woman, especially if you're an older guy like me and you're looking for some relationship to take into the latter part of your life? How do you go about doing that? So we're going to be talking about dating sites and the scams that you are going to encounter. Scams, trust me, the scammers are out there. I bet you half of them aren't even women, and they may not even be in the Philippines. They may be in some place like Kenya at an internet cafe. They're out there working it, and you're going to encounter them, and you need to be able to sift through the BS for the reality and make sure that you're dealing with a real woman. And we'll talk about those issues in future videos as well. Finding the right girl and then traveling to see her. So all these things we're going to share with you, our experiences and the things that we've encountered along the way that have made our life a little simpler and happier, and very much happy. I tell you guys, Vivian is a dream come true for me. I love her so much, and I just can't tell you how happy I am with our relationship. It'll be even happier when it's no longer a long distance relationship and she is here with me in the States. And I am certainly at my happiest when I'm in Cebu with her. So that's coming soon. So we're going to talk about also immigration. There'll be a lot about that because we're actually going through the process, so we can discuss it with you. We can explain to you the things that we've been going through, the issues that we've had so far. Knock on wood, we haven't had any really bad issues, but the U.S. government is slow. To give you a quick update, which I did yesterday, but nothing's new, so we're still waiting on USCIS. And then beyond that, we'll give you a glimpse into family life of a Fil-Am couple on both sides of the Pacific. Once Vivian is here, I'm sure we will be going once or twice a year back to the Philippines to visit. And then our plan eventually is, once I retire, we'll move to the Philippines and we'll be living there. So anyway, guys, that's a little explanation, a little history of how Postcards from Cebu came about, what we're about, and hopefully, I sincerely hope that it's helpful to you, that it will help you navigate that path if you choose to go down that path and date and marry a Filipina. I certainly hope that my advice is helpful to you. Thanks so much for watching, guys. As always, subscribe button up there somewhere. Hit that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel. We'll keep you updated with what's going on. Comments, feel free, comment, questions, hit me up below. I answer all the comments, assuming that they're appropriate. Thanks for watching. We'll see you.